Hey, what is your cancellation policy? How do you enforce it? Do you even have a cancellation policy? So many solo business owners have a very hard time with enforcing a cancellation policy or even having a policy in place to begin with. Hey everybody, my name is Ben and I'm a massage therapist. I've been making videos about massage therapy for massage therapists. Today we're talking about cancellation policies, and there's a lot of businesses that have or should have cancellation policies. This could include, but is not limited to, hairstylists, nail techs, yoga instructors, personal fitness trainers, tattoo artists, and estheticians, just to name a few. So if you're having issues enforcing your cancellation policy, or if you don't even have a cancellation policy to begin with, we're going to talk about that. Let's get into it. So there are a lot of reasons why you want to have a cancellation policy. So we're going to review a few of the more important reasons to have a cancellation policy. We're going to look at how having a cancellation policy is going to help you establish your boundaries as a business. We're going to look at how a cancellation policy is going to help protect your income. We're going to look at enforcing your cancellation policy. We're going to talk about making sure that your cancellation policy is fair. And we're going to talk about the basics of creating a cancellation policy if you don't already have a cancellation policy in place. So first off, we want to look at how a cancellation policy is going to help enforce your boundaries. Having a cancellation policy in place is going to help enforce your boundaries right from the beginning. So it's going to help fill your practice with people that you like to be around. So if you fill your day with people that you like to be around, your day is just going to go that much better. So it weeds out the people that don't fit with your business and fills your practice with people that you want to be around. Now, when you hold a customer financially responsible for their appointment, they are less likely to cancel on you last minute. And they're more likely to get a hold of you to give you enough time to reschedule that appointment. Now, this only works if you enforce your cancellation policy on a consistent basis. If you're not consistent with enforcing your cancellation policy, it breeds uncertainty and it allows people to test your boundaries. Do you waive your cancellation policy for people that are sick? What kind of sick do you waive it for? Do they have a cold? Do they have the flu? Did they stay up too late last night? Where do you draw that line? You have one person might be in the hospital and somebody's at home with allergies. Where do you say which one is okay and which one's not? A lot of times we hear someone call in and they're sick and they say, oh, well, I know Sally wouldn't be lying to me. I know she's sick, so I'll let her go this time. So if you're consistent with your message and your cancellation policy, Sally would already know that she is responsible for her appointment regardless of how sick she is. So hey, let's take a quick listen to a customer that called in and recognized, because we put our cancellation policy everywhere at my office, she recognized that she was responsible for her appointment.
I just got the confirmation for my appointment. I'm just coming off the end of an antibiotic for a sinus infection, and I've had acid reflux since about 3 o'clock this morning. So I hate to cancel at the last minute because I know that just leaves empty space with no pay. And so whatever I need to do to make up that for you, I'm more than willing to do, and to reschedule and square you away, because I feel terrible doing that to you. See you soon. I'll reschedule and see you soon. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Now, does this sound fair? Does it sound fair that someone woke up and they're not feeling well? They called in and gave us an hour to 2 hours notice. They didn't know they were going to be sick this morning. It doesn't really sound fair, does it? Here's where emotions get in the way. We're all emotional people and we don't like to deal with drama. Drama is a tough thing for us to deal with. It's way easier to say, oh yeah, that's okay, it's fine. But here's where separating emotions from facts can really help when you're enforcing your cancellation policy. So it could sound something like this. I'm really sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Unfortunately, we do have a 24-hour cancellation policy which we do enforce. And I appreciate you respecting our cancellation policy. To show you my appreciation, I'd like to offer you a complimentary add-on to your next massage session. So if you would like to have hot stone added to your next session, or maybe aromatherapy or something else that we offer, I can go ahead and take that cancellation fee now, and we can set you up for your next appointment and add on that complimentary service for your next appointment. So enforcing a cancellation policy does not have to be a point of contention. We state the facts. What is our cancellation policy? I'm sorry to hear that whatever issue you have going on is going on, but this is our policy. Let's talk about how a cancellation policy will protect your revenue. When someone cancels their appointment and we don't have adequate time to fill that appointment, we lose out on the opportunity to make money on that piece of time, and we never get that time back. It's gone. We never get it back. Now here's the attitude that a lot of you have. Oh, that's okay. I'll just use this time to catch up on laundry or catch up on book work or do stuff that I've been putting off. No, wrong answer. That is time you never get back. If you're a business that does not sell a tangible product, a physical product, you are selling your time. And the time is the most valuable thing that you have. For example here, let's just do some what ifs. What if you have 10 appointments scheduled for the week and 5 of those people call you and say, I'm sick, I forgot about my appointment, I can't make it for whatever reason. Now you're out 50% of your income for that week. Can you call your landlord and say, hey landlord, I had 10 clients lined up for this week and only half of them showed up, so I really only needed this space for half the time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pay you half of the rent. How does that sound? That's not gonna work very well, is it? What if we try the same thing by calling the electric company? Hey, electric company, I actually only needed half the amount of the electricity because I had only half of the customers come in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reschedule that payment till next month if that's okay. So if we can go ahead and do that, that'd be great. Thanks. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? So having a cancellation policy protects our income. Everyone has bills, right? And I think people understand that. There's places now, even doctor's offices, are charging a cancellation fee. So people are starting to understand the importance of keeping a scheduled appointment. We also have this great thing in online booking. There is email reminders and text message reminders. And a lot of the excuses I hear are, well, I didn't get the email or I didn't get the text. Well, unfortunately, email and text message reminders are a courtesy, and it is still up to you to make sure that you make your scheduled appointment on time. Now let's look at reciprocating on our cancellation policy. Whatever we say in our cancellation policy, we need to make it fair and offer that back to our customers. So for example, at our office, we require 24-hour notice in order to cancel or reschedule your appointment. If you are within that 24 hours, we assess 100% of the service fee. Now in turn, if we must cancel on a customer, we offer that service for free when we can reschedule them and get them in. That seems only fair, right? It's really hard as a business to offer this, and that's why it's very important to respect your customers' time and expect them to respect your time. When you have clear boundaries and standards like this, people appreciate that, and in the long run, you will probably retain more customers this way. So we've talked about a couple of reasons for having a cancellation policy, and what if you don't have a cancellation policy? Well, let's talk about some of the basics for implementing a cancellation policy. First off, what is the time frame needed to cancel with or without receiving a penalty? So you need to decide, what will the fee be for the cancellation? Will it be 100% of the service scheduled? Will it be a percentage of that service scheduled? What will that fee be? Write it down in your cancellation policy. Secondly, how do you want to be notified when someone needs to cancel or reschedule their appointment? Do you want them to call you by phone, email, text message, smoke signal? How do you want them to contact you? You also need a place for your customers to acknowledge your cancellation policy. It's not just enough to put your cancellation policy on the wall, to put it in an email. You need to make sure that they acknowledge your policy. Now, the good thing is a lot of online appointment makers have this ability to have people acknowledge receipt of this cancellation policy. Or you can also just use a plain old paper copy. When they come in, you provide them with a paper copy of your cancellation policy and just let them know, hey, this is our cancellation policy. It's a way for you to hold me accountable and me to hold you accountable for our time together. And like I said before, a good customer is going to respect your policy and will probably pay your fee without even having to be asked. They'll probably call and say, hey, I'm not feeling well today. How do you want me to pay for my appointment? Now, the people that don't respect your policy, they're going to call and they're going to make a fuss about it. And you know what? That's probably going to cause you more grief in the long run, cause you to have gray hairs, and probably people you don't want to deal with on a regular basis. So fill your day with people that you like and you want to be around. So I'll put a link down in the comments of a basic layout for a cancellation policy that you can use and adapt to create your own cancellation policy. So tell me, what parts of a cancellation policy do you have the most difficulty with? For me, it's definitely enforcing the policy. Having to tell that person, I'm sorry, I empathize with you. I know you're having a bad day. I know you're sick. I know you have something going on, but we do have this policy in place and I am going to have to enforce it. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't necessarily get easier. The words come out easier the more you practice this, but in my heart, it doesn't get easier. So tell me, was there anything in this video that helped you? Is there anything that you would do different that I didn't mention for a cancellation policy? My intent is really to help those solo massage therapists because I've been there. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, and I've seen almost every aspect of massage therapy, and I just want to reach out and try to help you guys. I know that this is not an all-encompassing video on cancellation policies. I'm only human. I forget stuff. I do stuff differently than you would do. But hey, I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in a new video soon.